This video is going to be a lesson on linear functions. We're going to learn how to represent a linear function as an equation, a table, and a graph. The three of these all represent the same thing. You just have to know what to do and how to take an equation and make it into a table and then into the graph, and that's what we're going to learn about. You have your equation up here, y equals 2x minus 5. So x is going to function as the input, the y is going to be the output. Independent variable, dependent variable, there's other lessons where I talk about what those are. We're going to go ahead and make up some input numbers. A lot of kids get confused. It's like, well, what number do I start with? You want to keep them fairly close to 0, and you'll want to also include 0 as one of your inputs. So we're going to go ahead and put some numbers in. I've got 0, 3, -2, 10, and -5. For most cases, you're going to want to keep your inputs, your x values, between -10 and +10, or even smaller than that. We're going to go ahead and start plugging in our x's. We're going to take this part of the equation, the expression side that has the x in it, and we're going to plug in x. So I've got, instead of 2 times x, I'm going to think of it as 2 times 0 minus 5. That works out to a -5. I'm going to do the same thing with the next x value. Instead of 2 times x, I'm going to think of it as 2 times 3 minus 5. That's going to be 6 minus 5, which is going to give you a 1. I'm going to plug in a -2 now for the x value. That's going to be -4, and then -4 minus 5 gives me a -9. If I plug in a 10, I'm going to do 2 times 10. It's going to be 20. 20 take away 5. It's going to be 15. I'm going to plug in a -5. 2 times -5 is going to be -10, and then that minus 5 is going to give me -15. So now what we're going to do is take these x and y values, and we're going to plot them as an ordered pair over here on this coordinate plane. So I'm going to take my first pair, 0, -5. That means I'm not going right or left, and I'm going down 5. So if I started at the origin, I'm not going right or left, I'm going down 5. The point's going to be right there. 3, 1 is my next point. That's going to be in quadrant 1. Then I've got this -2, -9. That's going to be in quadrant 3. From the origin, you're going to go left 2 and then down 9. We've got this 10, 15. That's going to be right 10 up 15, put you in quadrant 1. Our last ordered pair is going to be -5, -15. That's left 5, down 15. And there we go. The really cool thing that hopefully you're noticing is that all of these points fall on the same line. So we've represented this relationship as this relationship between x and y as an equation, a function table, as well as a visual, which is this line going in this direction. We're going to do one more. We have y equaling -2x plus 3. Once again, I'm going to just make up some random x inputs. You always want to have 0 in there if you're making up your own inputs. So we have -2x plus 3. I'm going to plug in a 5 for x. So -2 times 5 is -10 plus 3, gives me a -7. We have this -4 we're going to plug in. -2 times -4, that's going to be a +8, and 8 plus 3. Now for this video, I'm talking through these problems, but you're really going to want to write them out, especially if you're new to these. So that becomes 8 plus 3, and you get 11. If you put in a 0, -2 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. If you put in an 8, -2 times 8 is -16, -16 plus 3 is -13. Finally, we have the -10 we're going to put in. That becomes a 20, +20, and then add 3. You get the 23. I'm going to start graphing points. Right 5, down 7, that's going to be in quadrant 4. Right 5, down 7. Then we have left 4, up 11. Left 4, up 11. 0, 3. That means we're not going right or left, but we're going up 3. Then we have 8, negative 13, right 8, down 13. Negative 10, 23, that's left 10 and up 23. Left 10 and then up 5, 10, 15, 20, and then a little bit more. Do all the points line up along the same straight line? They sure do. That means you're doing it right. If you had worked these out and you had one of your numbers to be off of the line, all of them except 1 point was falling in line, you're going to want to double check that you did that input right. That's about it. Hope this helps.